Good morning and welcome, Reverend Sister O'Shea, Superintendent Seged, School Administration, honored guests, staff, parents, other family members, and students. I am honored to be able to represent the 2014 graduating class of Immaculata High School. The day is finally upon us. The time has now arrived. As we gather here today to celebrate and rejoice in what was, what is, and what will be, let us recognize that our graduation is merely the beginning of a new chapter in our lives. A chapter in which we, the high school seniors, become freshmen of society, authors of our own adventures. Some of us are happy and excited, ready to move forward in life. Some of us are sad and maybe afraid to leave behind what and who we've come to know so well. My fellow graduates, I would like for you to take a moment and think about those who have had a significant influence in your lives. You will notice how many of those people are present in this gym today. Among them are the parents who raised us, the teachers who taught us, the friends who encouraged us, and the siblings who fought us. Each of whom has played an integral role in your reaching of this milestone here today. We have been blessed to have received guidance that will lead us, knowledge that will aid us, and values which have made us. For this, we are forever indebted to you and give our thanks, knowing that although a thank you is nice, not even 1,000 would suffice for the amount of work you have done thus far. We must also thank the board and administration who create and enforce the rules that keep us safe and in line, as well as the Grace Sisters, started by St. Margaret de Youville, who then founded this school in 1928 and are the roots of the traditions embedded in the 85 years of excellence this school has proudly managed to maintain. There are a number of things that make Immaculata High School special. One of those things being the students who attend it, and this year's graduating class succeeds in doing just that, for we are truly unique in every sense of the word. Over the years, we've condensed into a form in which, ironically, our disparity becomes a singularity. The resolution of our image will become a template for others to see. Our revolution will not be televised, but we will want it to be. And so we will try to rise above life's obstacles and bloom like a lotus. But the fact of the matter is that many of us may do so and yet travel that road unnoticed. The spotlight will not shine on everybody, but that does not mean that we cannot shine ourselves. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Marianne Williamson. Although today is when our journey starts, I have witnessed how each of you already shines bright, for the diamond is in your hearts. The symbol of the lotus flower represents an idea of enlightenment, that all human beings are born in a world of suffering, and that suffering, being a vital part of the human experience, makes us stronger and teaches us to resist the temptation of evil. I bring this up because this is a battle in which we all will face in a future that we cannot predict. There will be times where we succeed, and times where we are defeated. Such are the ups and downs that life has to offer, both of which are essential, for in success we reap the benefits of our labor, and in failure we learn how to acquire them. Senior year has been like no other. With the knowledge of our impending graduation growing by the day, we began to remember every meaningful memory from our time at Immaculata. Memories such as our first day here, in contrast to our last, or the Toronto trip, and how each person will remember it for a different reason than the next. There were of course all the Spirit Weeks, which culminated in the intense affairs of Battle of the Grades. Our class was known to get quite enthusiastic about those days. There were also memories made through the clubs that were joined, such as the Eco Club, the Social Justice Club, the Ice Reps, the school band, the Dream Team, and so forth. There were awesome competitors as well as medalists, team bonds that will never be broken, perfect seasons that captured our hearts, and epic nail-biters that kept us frozen. As I look back at my time here at Immaculata, I can't help but notice the one thing that I wish I had done differently. Now, just as many of us graduates are, I'm a person who wants to help others and enjoys doing it, so naturally I like to join in certain extracurricular activities that help do just that. I must confess that unfortunately, early on in my time at Immaculata, I misinterpreted getting involved and giving back as joining several sports teams and attempting to contribute through success. At the time, I hadn't realized that since I enjoy athletics, joining sports teams wasn't really out of my comfort zone, and subconsciously, I was only playing those sports because I liked them. I was being selfish, doing what I wanted to do and not trying to give back to others, including the very school that I attended. Now, since I only began to realize this towards the end of grade 11, I've tried to make my final year at Immaculata one of change in which I do more things that involve the benefit of others more than they do myself. I bring this up for you today in the hope that you may come to this realization yourselves, so that you won't have to end up one day down the road thinking about what you could have done and who you could have helped. So graduates, today, the image that we created will be framed in history. For some, our future is set, and for others, it remains a mystery. As I was writing this speech, I came across the concept of time and how it relates to our actions. Kurt Schroeder put it best in his spoken word poetry piece about time when he says, "The average mayfly has a lifespan of little more than 30 minutes, and if I were ever limited to such extent, I could only ever be content by cramming every minute with 60 seconds well spent." And so that begs the question, how are you spending your time? The Gray Sisters founded the school with the ultimate goal of creating leaders for life. If we are to become those leaders, we cannot sit back and wait for those hefty salaries. There is a common misconception that without the work, our dreams can still become realities, when in fact this very belief is one of life's greatest fallacies. If you want something, then be prepared to work for it. My fellow graduates, as our time here at Immaculata draws to a close, try to savor every remaining minute of it, for we will encounter many lasts before we set sail for the future. Such as the last time we set foot in this school as its students, or the last time we see our teachers, the last time we see our friends. Friends that we knew and together had fun, and friends with whom we grew as one. Truly unbreakable bonds. I will conclude with a slightly altered version of my grad diary in this year's yearbook. Knock, knock, as we walked through these doors a certain time ago. The years would fade, we made new friends, joined some clubs, and many sports were played. Memory's cup holds the sweet minutes made. New doors await us. Knock, knock, who's there? We are. Thank you.
Thank you, Ajeuro, for your fine words today. Ms. Q would like to present you with an award.